Yo, what's good, everybody? Today is the 5th of December, and let's go ahead and get into the trade recap. I took 2 trades today. Honestly, today was a little bit of a shaky day. Not the best market conditions for my strategy for sure. But all right, let's just get right into it. All right, so um, the first trade was only a 1 confluence trade. So after I got on about 1 hour after market open, I saw that there wasn't really much. Like, we're really far away from levels, and there's not really much to go off of here except for this kind of like developing, essentially like a D-shaped profile at the top end of this like current sessions profile. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to do anything too crazy, but maybe I can look for a range play because obviously you can see it ranging here, and that's what the D-shaped profile is telling you, is that it's ranging, and it's telling you where the highs and the lows of that range are. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe I can go for a range play here. So I went ahead and marked out what I believed as like the high and the low of the range, which also coincidentally happened to be 5.25 points, which is my take profit. And I went ahead and put a limit order in. Got entered in. This was my stop loss initially. Got entered in, shot up 50%, moved my stop loss up to, or cut my risk in half. So it was only 1.25 point stop loss at this point, and then unfortunately came down and stopped me out. So this was a $125 loss on my funded next account that I just got a payout on, and it was a $750 loss on my take profit trader account. So all good there. And then for our second trade of the day, I wasn't even planning on trading anymore today. Actually, after that first one, I was like, market conditions are bad. We're far away from all of our levels, don't really have anything to go off of. I'm not going to try to force anything else or revenge trade or overtrade or anything like that. So I'm like, I'm just going to stay away. And when I was walking back, I saw this and I'm like, okay, cool. We're actually getting really close to some good levels, and I can actually have like an A+ setup going on here, because if you see, we have high volume node from earlier in the day. We have a key level being the overnight value area high, and we also have the current sessions value area low level. So this is a 3 confluence trade, and then it's also, if it were to bounce, it's pushing back up into a huge area of low volume. So I was like, cool, A+ trade for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get my entry in. So this was a little bit rushed because I came back right when like these candles are coming down. So essentially my entry probably would have been 1 tick higher, but it was directly on the key level this time. Entered in, almost got wicked out immediately. That would have sucked. Almost got wicked out immediately. But then we saw a really good buying response. Cut my risk in half once it reached 50% of the way. Then it went 75% of the way, put my stop loss to 25% in profit. And then it went ahead and smacked into our TP. And this was a $3,000 trade on my take profit trader account, around like $3,100 actually. So currently our standing balance is 155.23K out of the $9,000 profit target. So we're about a little less than $4,000 away, about $3,800 away. Well, a little less than that. However, when I've been trading my funded next account, I have auto liquidate and block on when I get $500 or $550 of profit. And that means that I did not have a TP on this on Trade-Evade. Like I didn't manually put a TP in. I had my stop loss in obviously, but I didn't manually put a TP in. So when it shot up like this, I didn't get auto liquidated and blocked for the day because I took this earlier $125 loss. So at that point I was like, damn, maybe it'll push back up, but I'll trail my stops a lot more significantly. So I trailed my stop over to 88.5, which is right here. It's this level here, 88.5. And it came back down and stopped us out for like majority of our profits. So we didn't really miss out on much, but it was a little unfortunate because at one point when it was up here, we were up like 400 on the day, I think, maybe 450, 480, something like that. And then we only ended, or not only, but ended up $200 green on the day, which is by no means bad at all. And especially with how these funded next accounts work, it's not really a big deal to me that it wasn't like a $500 win, because the max payout you can take on these accounts is $800, or it's for the 25K, but it's $800 max payout per payout period for the 25K rapid accounts. So it actually doesn't really matter all that much, especially since I built the buffer pretty good before on my previous payout when I was doing like $500 days, $550 days. So I mean, the buffer is pretty much built, so all I really have to do is make that $800, request the payout, and then just rinse and repeat, and I'll pretty much always have that $1,000 buffer by the time I get that $800 profit. So essentially, if I made $300 or like netted, I guess, $300 profit twice, then I'd be able to take a $800 payout, I believe, as long as it meets the consistency requirement, which I can check right now. I want to say it should. Yeah, it would. So $300 is 37.5% of $800. So if I did two $300 profit days, then I would be able to request a max payout, and I would have the exact same amount of drawdown that I had before, which was about $900 after that last payout. So yeah, and that's it for today. Not the greatest conditions, but we made something work. Probably should have avoided this first trade though, so I will definitely do that in the future. I kind of knew that it was a bad idea, but it's not even like I was eager to get into something, but I think I probably just should have been more content with not taking anything until an opportunity presented itself, or just getting off for the day if I didn't see anything at all. But that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.